Hi there. Welcome to my views and news. Two news stories for you. Firstly, a protest by Tigrayans in Raya Alamata. I announced on my views and news on Thursday that Tigrayans were planning a protest in Raya Alamata, and this morning hundreds of Tigrayans took to the streets in a rally in Raya Alamata. Just a few days ago, we saw similar rallies by Amharas. Secondly, Birhano Jula is Ethiopian field marshal, military chief, and on state media, he appeared a few hours ago in an interview and he talked about the Oromo Liberation Army and Fano militia. What are the capabilities of these two groups now, according to Birhano Jula? Have Ola and Fano been completely defeated? What did the military chief say? What he said? Can we say, is it a tall claim? Does it correspond with reality on the ground? Details for you in this video. Firstly, viewers, both Tigrayans and Amharas are protesting in contested territories. Raya of Lakoram, Salamte, Volkai, Thumerasag. The southern western zones are disputed. When I say disputed, both parties don't like that. Tigrayans say don't call areas disputed. They're part of Tigray. Others say these are a part of Amhara. So why do you call them disputed? So for me, they are disputed because so far there is no consensus, no agreement about their future status. Those areas are under the control of provisional administration backed by Amhara. Military is deployed here to. It seems that despite meetings, despite formation of committees, so far the two sides have not been able to agree on the roadmap which will lead to the resolution of this dispute between Tigray and Amhara about these two zones. If they have agreed on a solution, why are they protesting? We've seen protests in Raya Alamata by Amharas a few days ago. We saw a protest in Raya Alamata and uh, in two parts of two cities of Alamata. Then Amhara protested in Volgai, Thumaira Sagade, too. They protested in Dansha, in Adi Ramas, in Humera. Now, this is Tigray's turn, it seems, that they protested today. In in southern zone, Tigrayans protested today. They took out a rally from Mehoni to Bir Tikalai. Bir Tikalai is the place close to which Tigray and Amhara fighters clashed a few days ago. 20-minute long clash between the two militias, I would say. Ethiopian military then intervened. So Tigrayans, they took out a rally starting from Mehoni and they went up to Bir Tikalai. They chanted slogans, they displayed banners saying that they are the Tigrayans, residents of Raya Alamata, displaced by the government there, by Amhara militia there, and they want to return to their homes. We learned a few days ago that Tigray and Amhara leaders held some meetings and they agreed on the return of IDPs, on the holding of referendum too. And we heard that Tigray was due to submit or share a list of IDPs with the ENDF. And after that, the start of the return of IDPs will start. But so far, the return is being considered. Either Tigray is compiling the lists of IDPs who will return to their homes in Raya Alamata and Western Zone. The lists have not been shared with the ENDF, or the lists have been shared, but the matter is pending. By the way, I said when I did a video on 4-state solution proposed by the federal government, that implementation of this solution will take months, maybe years, because the start of IDPs is being discussed now, 17 months after the signing of Pretoria deal. So the IDPs will start returning, then Amhara forces will be disarmed, local administrators will be elected, then at a convenient time, referendum will be held. So it will take months, maybe years to find a permanent and lasting, mutually agreed solution to the deadlock over Raya Alamata and Humera Volca. Let's see what happens. But the protests by the two parties indicate that tensions are still there in both zones. Secondly, viewers, Birhano Jula, Ethiopian military chief, field marshal, appeared on state television, ETV, and he spoke specifically about the armed groups operating in Ethiopia. Oromo Liberation Army operating in the Oromia region, Fano fighters operating in the Amharic. By the way, since last year, military has been claiming that Fano groups and Ola uh, had ceased to be a national level threat, and that military had successfully degraded their capabilities, and they were not major forces to reckon with in Ethiopia. But we have seen that both groups are big players in the respective regions, Amhara and Oromia. They have managed to creep into Addis Ababa as well. Ola today called for region-wide strike, which we'll cover in coming videos. Will this strike be implemented or not? But a few weeks ago, we saw that Ola's call for strike was partially implemented in Oromia. Then Fano fighters, they have been entering main town cities, carrying out hit-and-run attacks in the Amhara region. Amhara region totally destabilized. Educational activities, healthcare services, transport services, business activities have been partially suspended. But still, Jula said last month that last year as well, that both Ola and Fano were not national level threats. What did he say when he spoke with a host on ETV a few hours ago? Well, Jula is making a similar claim which he made last year. Oh, he talked about Ola, and he said that military is now conducting operations in Valaga too. In Valaga, he said Ola people are surrendering. He called them Shane. Government media calls Ola members Shane. That Shane are surrendering in Valaga. Valaga is a traditional stronghold of the Oromo Liberation Army, West Oromia, and that Ola fighters are fleeing. They're not able to carry out operations, activities in large groups. They are now operating in small units. Ola is collapsing, and military has very successfully degraded Ola's fighting capabilities. Then he talked about Amhara Fano fighters. What are their capabilities? He claimed that Fano fighters have fled the cities, and they are mainly operating in the countryside now. And similar claim about Fano too, that Fano fighters are not able to fight in large groups now because their capabilities of organized warfare have been damaged, and they are operating in small units, and they are fleeing from one city to the other. Military is chasing them, military is clearing the area. He claimed in both zones, Amhara and Oromia zones, Oromia regional states, clearance operations are being conducted by military. These clearance operations being conducted, it means that Fano and Ola don't have the capability to confront the military. The military is clearing the areas after striking Fano and Ola, after inflicting heavy losses on Fano and Ola. By the way, I am not aware of any major losses suffered by the Oromo Liberation Army in Oromia. Yes, Fano is under pressure. Its top commander, one of top senior commanders, died in South Gondar a few weeks ago. One commander died in Addis Ababa too, but which main Ola commander died in the operations by military in Oromia region? What is Jula talking about? Jula always makes big claims, and after Jula's claims, we see attacks by Fano and Ola, and they address Jula's claims. Jula has spoken, and you'll see today or tomorrow, Fano fighters, Ola will carry out attacks. They'll address Jula's claims. Let's see what happens. We'll in coming videos about the call for strike by the Oromo Liberation Army and Fano's activities in the Amhara region of Ethiopia. Thank you for watching.